If you don't know who I am, my name's Wawa and I make music, but I also just started making content on YouTube. I've had my YouTube for like 8 years, but I'm really trying to like get in on I don't know, talking more to the camera on YouTube. But hi, and I want to get into why I'm celibate, why I choose to be celibate, how that's affected me and the results. But yeah, I chose celibacy because I wanted to reconnect with myself and put all that energy, transmute that energy from whatever I was craving into the music. I've been single for a couple years and I choose not to date. I choose not to date. And I've been celibate for 8 or 9 months, and I think that this topic could help a lot of people in the sense like you don't need that intimacy, that thing to, you don't need it. You can find it in different ways. Yeah. Very hot today. It's one of those days. 100 hot day. AC's barely pushing through. But I realized this past year that I'm more attracted to my career, more attracted to music. And it's funny, sometimes I say like, oh, I'm married to the music. I really think I am. Because words are spells, what you say to yourself, what you think can become, and what you say can definitely really more power to it, right? So yeah, my career, I'm attracted to my career more than people. And anytime I get somebody that approaches me and says like, oh, what's your number, you have a boyfriend, blah blah blah, I'm just like, no, but I'm not interested, like I don't care if you're a 10 out of 10. I just don't care. I have no interest. I have no attraction to people except for the music. It's a weird thing, but it's just who I am. I sort of feel like an outcast, not having any attraction. Well, there's a lot of reasons, I got to this point in my life. Like the experiences that I've had made me more cautious about dating, and I value my peace and all that. I do, when I'm with somebody, I give a lot, and that can drain me, but that's on me, I don't have a desire to pursue anybody, and I just have a desire to just keep focusing on what I like to do, my passions: sing, make music, live stream, and enjoy time with outside of the social media, what else I like to do. And 2025, like January 2025, I thought about celibacy. It crossed my mind, like, oh, I should just, like, I'm not interested in. And then I met somebody in 2025. I met 2 different people actually, and then it made me more cautious of who to date, but also more like, you know what, I'm gonna give celibacy a try. And it's really helped me grow as a person and be more, because a lot of people, most people, regardless of your gender, have unhealed trauma and unresolved issues and things that they need to work on. Because, and how can you show up for somebody when you have all these problems, right? How can you be there for somebody, give it your all, right? But some people make it work. I don't know, they just live in the toxicity But I want a connection that feels safe, promising, assuring, and peaceful, and emotionally healthy, and all of that. You know what I mean? But also, I think it is important to acknowledge that some women have experienced things like disrespect, emotional manipulation, or even violence in a relationship, and that can change the way you approach dating. Those experiences can make you more protective and just never want to date again, you know? The result of being celibate for like 8 or 9 months and not actively trying to date because I have no interest in it, my career has become my priority. I've created more work, more art, I've created more music, more art. I stop repeating unhealthy patterns. I have more energy and time. I get to do the things that I love. I feel more emotionally calm. I feel more control of my life, and I'm not constantly thinking about a relationship. Is it gonna work? Is it not? Da, da, da. It's just like, you know, it's all about taking that energy what you would give to somebody else, that intimacy, and putting it back into yourself, and then putting it somewhere like within your passions, and just see what happens. But going back to even when I was a kid, I never dreamed of being in a traditional relationship, marriage. Like, you know how, like, when you watch Disney movies and stuff, like, they have that ingrained in your brain, which is kind of messed up. The whole back in the day, what they put on women, a man's gonna rescue you. Like, that part is crazy to me. It's all propaganda. But when I was younger, I never dreamed of having a family, kids, getting married. I was always somebody who wanted financial freedom, security, and independent, and have a career. That's just who I was. And so nothing's really changed for me, not much. But the success has always been tied to freedom. And I want to know I can take care of myself, pursue my passions, and build the life that I imagine. So when I became celibate, it aligned something with me that I haven't felt for a very long time. My energy is valuable, and I just want to keep growing as an artist, as a person, and with the music and the fans, and keep creating and enjoying life. And this isn't for everybody, because celibacy is not an easy path. There's times where you're so alone, you crave that connection. But once you get over those emotional, walls, once you break through and realize that you can just give that love back to yourself, it was not an easy road or easy path to do this, and it made me more resilient and way stronger than I thought I was. I feel like I can do anything, It's not having anybody around to talk to say hi to for, years, and then a couple months. Like, I'm talking about the dating part, and then the celibacy is like, it's been months. Once you go without it for so long, you're just like, you forget what it feels like. But also, like, I know if there ever comes down to a time where I want it, it will happen naturally, and it'll be great. But it's gonna be up to me every time. It's not gonna be up to anything else. But yeah, I've enjoyed every part of it, the ups and downs, the struggles, the good, the bad. I've enjoyed the people that I've met along the way, because they taught me the lessons that I was supposed to learn to love myself. And this path isn't for everybody. I just want to know if there's other people out there like me who really enjoy their celibacy and single life, because I don't know. And some people might be like, well, wow, like, what if you never ever with somebody, single forever for the rest of your life? That's fine. There's support groups. There's groups you can join with people and hang out. You're never really alone. There's always people out there, even if you have no family, no friends, there's always, but just work on healing yourself. It could take months, a lot of hard times, but anyways, you got this, and I'll see you next time. This has been a topic about celibacy and why I chose to be single. Yeah. And why I will continue for a very long time. Yeah. Safety first. Bye, guys. Okay, see you next time. Remember, dance with a blue moon. See how I move, babe. It was, if you don't know, that's one of my songs, Blue Moon. Go check it out. Do we want to say anything else? I don't know. Do you want to say anything else? I don't know. Let me get my rock. My little pebble. It's my lucky pebble. My lucky rock. Time for me. We got more time. More time to, yeah. But some people have the option. You got an option. You got a choice. You gonna make it. What you gonna decide? What you gonna choose? You got a choice. You got options. What are you gonna choose? You gonna choose chaos, or you gonna, you gonna choose peace? You just figure it out. Everybody figures it out. Might take a couple months, might take a couple years, but everybody's path is different. What do you mean? Everybody's on a different path. We're not all struggling, right? I'm trying to be like you. Anyways. Until next time. I'll